Good evening, fellow nerds. I trust we're all doing well. My god, it's been forever. It's been forever since I've run anything through this computer I got. Whew. Yeah, look at you dual-wielding accounts. Sheesh. Kinda lives. Why did you jinx it? Think we're gonna be okay? Think it's gonna be stable enough to stream. It's gonna be stable enough. I can only hope. Holy shit, is that dank memer? My god. We have a VIP in the house. Welcome on in, Dank. Anyway, good evening to Ryan. Glad to see you back. Glad to see you. Hello, Dahlia/Tony. Hello, Sky. Good to see you. And to all lurkers and VOD watchers, anybody who watches the VOD, we salute you. My life is just one consistent series of jinx. Ah, fun. Ah, did you pick up on the hint that that's Tony's alter ego? Careful now. If you insult Dahlia there, she might turn your bones into her next art fixture. But regardless, welcome all in. Today's game is going to be MYRIAD Death after fist fighting and spellcasting against internet demons all week. I think I have determined that daytime heating is the cause of my recent internet issues, and my ISP probably not being able to deal with the heat that comes around Gehenna. I like the sketches? Absolutely. The couple I did get to see on Phantom's Discord and my Discord were awesome. Spellcasting? Yes. See, spellcasting, also known as rampant internet searches and note-taking. I had to do a lot of detective work on my internet service recently. Gehenna do be cray, yeah, no kidding. IRL, we kicked it up to 100 just for a couple days, so that was fun. But yes. Happy to be back for now. If tonight works out as I think it will, which smooth as butter is what I'm guessing, we will be streaming at 9 p.m. yet again. I know it's late for the East Coast folks. I'm sorry. But if it is daytime heating, I am screwed like a wooden board to the side of a ship. Yeah, basically. If this works out as well as I think it will. Also, fair warning. This VOD might be bonked out of existence because it's all HoloLive songs. And HoloLive adjacent songs. So there might be copyright issues keeping this VOD from staying up when we get monetized, but if there's copyright issues I don't get struck for, this VOD will stay up clean as a whistle. Yeah, exactly. So it is a Calliope Mori based game, so of course her music is featured in it, although it's not the full things. It's slap-chopped loops that the devs put together. And we got plenty to talk about, but first, I am... yeah, it's complicated, Dank. Don't worry about it. That is, like it or not, your mother, and you have to deal with that reality as much as I do. Thanks in denial? Well, I mean, what was it? There was an Arthur episode that was just like this, actually. Where Arthur's mother ended up having to become a work-at-home mother. And to bring in a little extra money for some reason. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was like something she wanted to do or something she was forced to do. But she liked having her own job and her own money. And eventually she even changed her whole look. And Arthur was like, "Mom, that's not you." And so she changed it back. She changed herself back. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah. That's Tony's eventual alter ego, just for the record, anybody who don't know. Also, forgive the frog-throatedness. I had a meal not too long ago. Alright, so quick things about Ricky, and then we'll get started on the lore of this game. First off, so the Ricky BGM I've been teasing has run into a major snag. All I have to do is re-record guitar parts, and my stomach's still a mite tender from all the GERD happenings, so I can't re-record instruments anymore, or for the time being while it's tender. Anything presses against my belly, and I am in a fun form of pain. I mean, if you want me to, man, I'll change my vernacular, don't worry. Yeah, I'll get through this just fine. But I can't play guitar at the moment, which sucks. I could play acoustic, probably. But my electric guitar and my bass guitar require supports to play, and my stomach is not up to the task either. Yeah, you haven't even streamed yet, so... One day. As I continue to tell you, stop spending money on yours truly because you need the money more than I do for your dreams. Exactly, yes. I mean, Ryan went through the Cup of Joe Ricky T. Bones transition. Anybody can do it. You just give us the word and we'll call you Dahlia every day of the week. Even when we're talking in private. Tony doesn't need money. If you've got work for Tony, go ahead and give Tony something to do, but don't give Tony money out of the kindness of your heart. Tony's got a job. Yeah. Tony's working towards something, saving up money, and I have been keeping my non-existent eye socket. I've been keeping my eye sockets on Tony's spending habits in regards to Ricky. So don't worry. So yeah, Ricky BGM is being delayed. I'm going to, I'm going to make a digital-only version, and by that I mean I'm going to make an orchestral version. Think LA Noire style. And, that'll take a bit more reworking. But there is something cool coming out down the line. I can't tell you what, but, I've been working with somebody, and I just finished a favor for a friend, and you might see the fruits of that labor someday. I'll let you know when. Second thing, this next week is going to be kind of weird. I'm thinking about whether or not I put out a schedule, but expect another episode of Dark Souls Tuesday, and then Thursday we'll do Shovel Knight, because we've been sitting on that for far too long. That's the most you can expect this week. Aside from today, which is Myriad Death. Yes, say for yourselves. Remember, before you give kindness unto others, consider what the money could do for you and how urgently you might need it in the next 10 days. If it clears that test, then by all means, if you feel generous, be generous. But always think about yourself first. You know, I may not have disposable income, but that's no reason for you to give up yours. Alright? Alright, carrying on. Second. Okay, there's the drop. And we're back. Just a small bit of a hiccup. I hope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stabilize the ship, Cotton. And we're back. Okay. It went red on my end for a second. It's still not as stable as I'd like it, but you know what? It's better than impossible. Okay, there might be some mini buffers. If it's a huge one, feel free to say something in chat. I will try to work through this as best as I can. I say as it goes straight to the bottom. Am I coming through? Hello? Okay. Okay. I'll just shut up and move on as if nothing's happening. Yeah, show me odd. Show me odd. We'll see how the night goes. All right, just buffers here and now. Okay, I'm gonna try and maintain composure and get this started. So without further ado, let's go into Myriad Death, and I'll give you some background on it as we get through it. There I am. Alright, so, obviously, this game does have important lore, because it is a Calliope Mori game. And for anybody who doesn't know who Calliope Mori is, well, you just may as well look at the gigantic painting as over in the lobby. Calliope Mori is one of the reasons I exist. She is a VTuber from HoloLive English, debuted 5 years ago. I debuted 3 years ago, and I'm a big admirer of her work and her streaming style. So, without further ado, my opinion on something? Sure. What you need, soldier? Have I ever watched Crudes? No. No, I haven't. Oh yeah, it might be a little grainy because I did have to upscale it, but essentially, the story is Death is in danger, as in Death Sensei. And, well, Calliope's the only thing that's going to stop it, so she's brought down without her memories. I should have been reading all of this. The only memory she has left is she is Death, the Grim Reaper. And almost every song in this game is hers, including R.I.P. right now. There she is. Okay. So, this game is a special case. Recently researched it with my family. Wait, the Crudes or Calliope Mori? Crude, strong in the legs. Gotcha, thank ya. Hailbane. That's a new name. Greetings. Rewatched, didn't even notice that typo. Oh, rewatch the Crudes, gotcha. Yeah, it seems to be making the rounds in terms of memes. So, this is by Ignition, if I recall correctly. And they're a game studio that's been on the Nintendo Switch mostly. And what's the word I'm looking for here? They made a game called Raspberry Jam. And that game did well on the Nintendo Switch. This game is technically a remix of it. The base gameplay is the same, but everything has been redone in terms of art, power-ups, etc. Everything is made to be more Calliope Mori oriented. So there's going to be a lot of references I'll try to explain, a lot of cool stuff, and it's very Enter the Gungeon like. It is a roguelite, which means we will die multiple times probably and come back to life and be able to spend points on stuff. Alright, final thing I'll say, I did have to experiment with the volume. By my account, this is loud enough to be under my voice. If it's too quiet or you can't enjoy it, please let me know. That's the best I can do for you. Alright, let's get started.
Hello!
Oh yeah, Calliope Mori's voice is in this game, so if you hear another voice other than Ricky, that's her. Dead beats swinging now, dead beats. Dead beats. One of her... Okay, so I just want to remind you, Calliope Mori came out of the gate swinging. And her debut, she released an EP. This is Dead Beats on that EP. 4 songs on opening day. Alright, I will do my best to do voice acting, but I have no promises. I've been waiting for you. We've got a situation. Eh? You don't remember me? Death Sensei. Good. You still remember me. Well, something that calls himself God has emerged. And the gate connecting the living world and here has been blocked by that God. We cannot even do our job as a Grim Reaper. Death Sensei. What the is that costume? These are the stuff that I found somehow. Hey, Death Sensei's repping the Reaps. Just like me. Let me get back on track. The gate to there is closed. So, I summoned you to fix it. Which means you can't go back to vacation unless you beat the god. Vacation? Seems to lose some memories as I expected. That Bowman is cool. No offense, Wrinkles. Nah, you're good. Yeah, I agree. Death Sensei is the raddest Reaper I know. Hello, Beheaded. Welcome on in. Oh gee, I wonder who made your model and used another VTuber's fanbase as inspiration. Yeah. Yes. This is where the deadbeat model originated from. We're gonna meet another fellow who looks exactly like that. It would be gradually back before reaching the god, I guess. But I can't tell her about it, since I'm the one who did this. No worries, I'll help some. So, let's move on to the dungeon. Okay. We must kill the god. Count on me, Death Sensei. And that's our companion for the trip. How do you detonate a door with a whale? Lots of dynamite, I imagine. Oh, that's... Oh dear. With a humpback whale? Okay, you know what? I don't... It's fine, it's fine. Some casual May supers in the building is okay. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, there might be some mini buffers here and there, but this is gonna be a test stream that's either bonked to in existence, or a VOD that's probably not gonna be saved. Alright. I'll save you the... Yeah, no kidding. Tutu! Callie's pet cat. An actual pet cat, not just like one in the game. That's our companion for the game. There he is! You can get new power by giving gathered souls to the researcher. Oh, wow! So I would be stronger if I could gather the souls more. Here's the souls that I gathered. Probably there are 20. Try unlocking a power to hold a life potion. It is originally in Japanese, so there may be some translation errors here and there. Ah, no worries, Dank. I know. You've been hard at work, and you've been hanging out in Phantom streams. I know. You don't got any obligation to be here, but it is nice to see you around. I appreciate you stopping by. Monsters are profoundly interesting. This is... Oh yeah, beheaded. Roguelite time. Healing item, please. Bomb. Inventory would be nice. And then... Gonna need... Unlock remaining one. Okay, gotcha. I have to get those first. Alright. Uh-huh. What's with the sickle? Where's your scythe I gave? What? Well, don't worry. It will turn up sooner or later. Anyway, let's get some equipment from those chests. Okay. Oh god, okay, short sword. Oh yeah, by the way, in addition to picking up different weapons, some weapons also change costume, which is pretty cool. These are all actual outfits that Calliope Mori has swappable. This one just recently came out as a springtime look. Very, very, very demure. Burn. Okay, sick. This is gonna be a accessory. Charge time, fun. A shotgun. Yeah, when I said enter the GUH-GEON, I meant it. This is a combination of melee and firearms, so it's not exactly enter the GUH-GEON. But we are equipped with the most powerful spell, and we're going into the first area. Gun. Alright. We're here. Let's move on. I'm done with the reverb. What is this glowing floor? This looks like a summoning circle. Summoning circle? There must be other circles near here. Let's look for it. Got it.
This song makes no sense.
Alright. Buckshot, my favorite flavor of shell caliber. Alright. Internet, come on back. Interesting. Hold on. That's an interesting error. Hold on. Troubleshooting here. What the heck? What does that mean? No, not yet. I'm double checking some errors I'm seeing. Just give me a little bit of time to fix this up. You're gonna see the camera move around. That's because you're seeing the mouse move around a little bit. I'm double checking something. Uh-oh. Okay. I need to fix something, so we're going to be going offline for a second. Alright. We'll be right back in a second. Alright, check, check. Are we back on the air? I think I may have fixed something. Hello, hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Let me double check. Uh-oh. Folks, are we back yet? Yes, excellent. Okay. Let me double check one thing. Just going to check one last thing. Next, it rips. Okay, cool. Alright, so I fixed something, and we should have no buffers, hopefully. It seemed to have been a keyframing issue. Alright, cool, we're good to go on. Thanks, Tank. We all needed to hear that. Okay, now we can just have fun.
This song makes no sense.
Ah, they do. Oh, grand, we got stuck in a room with enemies. So, oh, that's a buff. That's a buff. Okay. So despite this game being HoloLive branded, the enemies are not. The enemies are simply just from the original Raspberry Jam. which I'm sure is just what the developers called it to avoid Nintendo being angry at them. Yes, avoid hand sanitizer. Hello, B. Welcome on in. Yeah. That has alcohol in it. That's gonna make it really suck. Put some Neosporin on it, grab a band-aid, cover it up, nice. Lime juice. Oh, God. Ouch. Yeah, that would suck. Okay, where is the last enemy? Oh yeah, like usual indie games, the mixing on this is a little bit bad, so if it gets too loud, feel free to say something. Okay. Crazy. Man. Look at that, even Death Sensei has a flower. Okay. Oh god, there's a dodge roll in the game. It makes you faster when enemies aren't around, and I miss it sorely. But there's one more bad guy around here somewhere. Let's check around the door. Another freeze? Damn it! There we go. And we're back. Let's see what this error says. This is part test stream, part actual stream, so forgive me for being studious. I'm just double checking everything, trying to rule out everything I can. Okay, let me make sure this isn't double audio. Not viewer. Okay. No, that's actual lag. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, we've been having some small frame rate issues every now and again. Not impossible, but not great either. We recently switched up how we have our Wi-Fi set up. I doubt that's affecting it because it's improved everything else. Ooh. Burn plus 10%. I don't have a dodge roll, so I'm gonna ignore that. Yeah, no, we've been having internet issues recently, and it's not another one. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Ricky by my side. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to explain something. So in the lore, Calliope Mori has a scythe, as a Grim Reaper does, and the name of that scythe is Ricky. No relation to Ricky T-Bones, and not the reason why I selected Ricky as a name. It was purely because of the fun. But I will tell you, should I talk about that? Nah, it's not good to talk about audition stuff. It's manageable, personally not enough to ruin anything. Alright then, we're gonna keep on keeping on as best we can. Oh. Completely separate ideas. Well, okay, maybe there was a little bit of inspiration, but definitely not the reason I am who I am today. Okay. For a tiny dagger, this thing's actually... Oh, no. I have a shotgun. What am I doing? Yes, hello again. Welcome back. Hope the laundry's going okay. Sheesh. I see. Wait, that would mean DVR isn't on, is it? I could see that just being a sync issue. Not sure. Okay. I shouldn't waste ammo. Ammo is relatively scarce in this game. I say is it... No. It's dropped by enemies, and it's majorly valuable for bosses. Not a fan of the music. This is one of her first tracks, so it kind of makes sense. This one's repetitive, and it's a rap track, which means the instrumental is not the greatest. There are bangers coming up, though. I assure you. What's this? What? Seems you've awakened a new ability. Dodge roll. A perfect evasion maneuver. Hey, rap with every cell of my being. Ah, yeah, that's why it's not for you. Thankfully, Calliope ain't just rap anymore. She's rap, rock, anything in between. She is an acquired taste, though, I will admit. Yeah. But this was on her debut EP, so it's rough around the edges. Yeah. There we go. And what do we got in terms of loot? Toy gun. A laser gun. That's not great, and that's not great damage. I'm good. But yeah, this game, I think it's a bad representation because it's the shortest loops of her songs that are edited down. Not really picky what I listen to. Hey, there's okay, I don't know. Some people do have not great taste in music, but I personally think there's no such thing as a trash taste in anything. I think people just have different likes, which is why I don't trust critics with worth a damn. Okay, do I feel like taking bosses easier? No, you go with melee. Well, I promise, the music changes per level change, so we're not gonna be listening to this forever. Just for now. Okay, can't use that. Oh my god, yeah, IGN has never been right about anything. IGN is probably the most troll bait. Probably one of the more troll baity areas on the internet. Alright, there is somewhere we're missing. But do I have enough money? No. I can do without it, but I'll check just in case. But yeah, I definitely recommend her newer stuff if you prefer more metal. Like Phantomime. Phantomime is a great example of a wide swath of Callie's work. Put that gun down there, cowboy. Yeah, a little bit of metal. Like, she basically wrote her own WWE entrance theme with Phantomime. I recommend Red from Your Mori. It's more indie rock and rap. But her earlier stuff, it's hard to get into. That's right, yeah. Wasn't it Sworded Shield? Yeah, no. IGN, I don't know. IGN was reputable at some point, but I can't tell you I've read a decent review by IGN in a long time. Drop rate of rarity items, excellent. A health potion. Don't need that. That's a grenade launcher. Way before that game? Wow. Interesting. I wonder which one it was. But yeah, I remember the IGN review of Too Much Water. Okay. Launcher as opposed to my shotgun. What's this deal? And it freezes. That's kind of big. That's kind of big. Okay. I don't have enough. So I'm gonna say goodbye. The end. I'm not sorry, but wanna see you again sometime. This used to be your outro theme. Every stream this would play. Omega Ruby and Sapphire. Bruh! Ruby and Sapphire were built on being able to surf everywhere. Come on. That's bullshit to call it Too Much Water. That's the water's the best part about Ruby and Sapphire. Alright. This is the first run, we don't need that. A freezing grenade launcher, now that's more my style. Oh wait, I can warp from here. Invincible Season 3? I've heard only good things about Invincible. That is quite the tragedy. Okay, what is the boss theme? Let's see. Yeah, Calliope Mori, CALLIOP, and here comes Dead on Arrival. This is a bad idea. There we go. That's loud, by the way. I will agree with you. There's not much I can do about that. Like I said, this game has terrible mixing. There we go.
Let's go!
Whew. Oh my god, it's Lesser Ricky. Hell yes, we have a scythe, boys. So there are 2 versions of Ricky, 3 if you count myself. This lesser one is a weaker version that pops up. That pops up near the beginning of the game, but there's a true Ricky out there that's much more powerful. At least it's better than our short sword and longer range.
Hello, that's Mori.
But this is Callie's actual scythe. So badass. Good old Ricky. Alright, so mayonnaise. Attack 30 when HP is above 70. I've got to stay healthy. And an actual riot shotgun. That's spicy. I like my grenade launcher. Don't you dare take Dad's name in vain. Oh yeah, we call her Dad. Don't know why. I guess on-stream persona makes her dad-like. Alright, what do you got for me, friendo? There it is. We can move fast again. And we're gonna want Soul's Bank. And what else? What else? Can't afford that. Grab the gold bank just cause. And then the Ricky way of grinding is you unlock all that you can in regards to this. Bomb. Yes. There is a... Oh, you're right. You know what? I should put some money towards that. So this is a shock bomb. Shock bombs basically stun the enemy. It's a get out of jail free card for me. They deal massive damage. They stun the enemy, and it's really just a great escape tool or a great way to melt a boss. So now we can actually move fast again. Oh, thank God. Yeah. It's a really fun roguelite. It's a short one. It's a simple one, but it's definitely like... If you're looking for something to grind in, it's definitely worth a check out. I think it's relatively cheap too, but yeah. Ah, this one's gonna get on my nerves quick. This is huge W. But it's a banger, I assure you. Okay. I should heal. There we go. This huge dubs right here. Yeah, it's definitely a club banger. That zombie had a rocket launcher. I'm good. There's the drop. I got a rocket launcher too, friend. I wish I could get into Minecraft. Alright, quick break from the... Okay. Stinger missile. Bomb. Debbie, ain't you got potion around here? Minecraft is okay. I won't play it, obviously. Attack, don't want to do that, but it's cool. I'll think about it later. Toads. For somebody who is heavily invested in the Minecraft movie memes, why are you, of all people, recommending against Minecraft? Is it because I'm that much of an old man? Oh no. There's a difference between the movie and the game. You're not wrong. I think the game is okay for people who enjoy it. You know. For me, it's like 3D pixel art, and I'm already doing 2D pixel art. I don't really need to. I've got a lot of other games I want to play. Oh, sweet God in heaven. Drop that rocket, zombie. Oh, no. Okay. I need to watch out for my health. Speaking of health, we're only going to find pickups or potions if we're lucky. Movie has a meme that's funny, which tubbed the Brain Rock King, yeah. Game, however, yeah, you're not wrong, Dank. There's a lot of extra reading now. Okay, that's the boss area. So then we're gonna go right over here. Ah, no. No, it might prove to be useful at least. Oh, they're buffed. That's not good. Ah, the Ricky insta-kill. Nice. Now, if only I wasn't about to die. Could one of you lovely zombies drop a health or something? And we got a chest. Let's see. Me and my mates have been running an SMP. It's been a while since I visited that place. Oh, look, even more explosions. Nice. Okay. Burn, freeze. It's just too good. I know the freeze is too good, man. It's the meta pick. I am dying, though, and I'm probably going to suffer an embarrassing fate shortly. I'm gonna go heal. Skeleton back at the shop does sell a nice brewski. Appreciate it, friendo. I was street smart back in the days. Yeah, see, farms remind me of like scientific projects, like making a battery potato. It feels good to make automation work. I used to be a redstone enthusiast back in the day, but as things got more complicated and more glitch heavy, I was just like, yeah, you know what, this game isn't for me. You have to know a lot of meta to play Minecraft. Gotta add more lore to SMP. That's not something you want to admit to an officer of the law or somebody who plays one. But okay, Dank. I can't hold that bomb, can I? Yes, I can actually. I cannot. I didn't buy that. Gotcha. Alright. We'll take that left exit. Is that illegal down here? That's a good question. I have no idea. I would consider it illegal, but that's a personal preference. Alright, let's clear that out. It should be less risky. Because I am on death's door without any healing. That's true, yeah. Yes, in my personal opinion, the Devil Dust would be illegal down here. Alright, another buff. Yeah. Dahlia Inkheart is Tony's alter ego that we came up with. Eventually, Tony's idea is to become a VTuber herself, but there's a lot of stuff that needs to be bought in order for that to happen. Oh, you distracted it. No. That's under lock and key, and you don't know how to lockpick because you don't have meat on your thumbs. And if you do know how to lockpick, I don't want to know. Oh, we have a committee meeting over here. Sorry about that, fellas. Time to put you back in the ground. Oh, I said lockpick. Yeah. Oh boy. That's another buff. Gone and gone. For now, I think everybody's still doing Tony. Just because the debut hasn't happened, but like I already told Tony, anytime you want to be known as Dahlia, just say the word and we're all cool with it. Yeah, tomato, potato, and all that. Tomato, tomato is the phrase, but whatever. Oh, Lord. Okay, that took care of most of it. Alright, I should save this in case the boss turns out to be tougher than I think it are. Okay, and that's another floor clear. One more room, okay. Okay, that's faster and it's done. This is relaxing. You know, I never thought Huge W would be good BGM, but it's not bad. It's actually sinking in the back of my mind. What's this? Ooh, loot. Void octopus. Wow. Attack for 10% after getting gold. Ooh, okay. Well, charge time, I'm not using a laser, so I don't need that. Alright. Time to face down the big bad. After I explore one more area. Greed install, yeah, for real. Okay, that's a turret over there. I need to worry about that because that can really wreck health. Bullseye. Alright. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we're done here. And I don't need that health. Nice. Alright. Adios, deadbeat. Do I want to spend anything here? Let me see. Holy cow! Okay. Well, glad I visited here. Plus 10. What could I replace? I mean, I could be rolling around everywhere and going, but nah. I forgot I'm supposed to be warping from here. Alright. Rock and roll. That's a problem.
Oh.
Gah. The song I can never get right in karaoke. This is also on your Mori.
Oh.
Definitely the album I recommend first. Yikes! That's 100 damage. Okay, cool. That's good. Can we get him before second phase? Nope. Dark Souls, don't fail me now! Huh. Gotta love those iframes. Got him! It's worth saying, I have completed at least one cleanup on aisle 5. I want to know which stream this is from. Dun, 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 dun. Go ahead. I didn't think about that. Whew. Yeah, I have completed one run. I've played a lot offline, but I wanted to start it fresh with y'all. Blood-soaked bandage. That's a fist. That's a punching item. I'm good with my size, thanks. Appetizing. Anyway, were those eyes in his other mouth? Yes. So, it's worth saying that this game dev comes from like a Sanrio art style, and I really think they were tired of doing cutesy kid stuff, so they wanted to create something really violent. And boy, did they deliver with Raspberry Jam. Which is why this really works as a Calliope Mori game. Calliope herself loves ripping and tearing, as the kids say. Don't want knockback. Like to stay in their face. That's a Star Wars laser. They craved violence. Gotta send you something I sent to Phantom. Said to Phantom. Oh no. How did you mentally harass Phantom this time? Charge over 4 seconds. Nah, I like my rocket launcher. I would never. Yeah. Then how come I've heard the phrase dank you're banned 20 times since I've been in her streams? Oh no. What have I been sent? She's just a hater. She's Skelos for real. Wow. Phantom may be lurking right now, and you're firing shots off like that. Jeez. All right. What do I got? Oh, what is this paragraph you sent? Good lord. Damn, indeed. Wow, okay. Okay, guys, okay. Nothing. It's just a dude bro moment, honestly. Wow. Wow, I've never had that and never will, honestly. Buffer. Yeah, it's one of those moments. Nah, it's yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. It's a dude bro thing, and it's one of the dude bro things are one of the few things I don't understand about life. But I get it, but it'll never happen to me. Okay, bombs are very useful. And Souls Bank, because we can't put any money into enemy souls up just yet. But I'll store a bit in there. Okay. I should probably get some more accessories. Whatever. Now this isn't Calliope Mori. It's more pop. And this is Takanashi Kira's Chimera. This isn't my taste, but you know, Kira's a natural born pop star, so I can't really challenge her. Oh god. Is this the souls like Dead Cells? Are the souls like Dead Cells? Probably. Roguelike, Souls-like, take your pick. Yeah, that can never be me. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, Kiara is definitely more on the pop side. She is a immensely talented physical performer. Let's see. A little single word about what it is. I'll package it like this. Dank saw a lady that had and was like, damn. And the other dude, and a dude next to him looked over. He said, you were looking at her like that? He said, yeah. Damn. Yeah. So it's just, yeah, basically, yeah. Two dudes appreciating a dudette. That's in the cleanest of terms is how I can describe it. Crit. A coin flip crit. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of digging it, but it's not a rocket launcher, but... Yeah. It is a guy thing. One of those rare moments where I have to agree. It is a guy thing and not... not the typical, like, misogynist guy thing. It's literally just a dude bro moment. Okay, hold on. 2, 3... And that's... half a coin flip to deal double damage. But it's a charge weapon.
Oh.
Nah, I like explosions too much. Okay. Okay, aside from the controversy, was it really not that great? I know nothing about DMC, by the way, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself about that. I will rectify that one day. But potentially sooner than I think, actually, now that I think about it. I have to see when it goes on sale again. But... is it, like, outside of the controversy surrounding it, is the DMC Netflix not that... Wow. Wow. Interesting. I won't ask further on that, but that is disappointing that yet another game series got... Oh, that's bad. Nope. There we go. Aww. I see. So he falls into like Sunday morning cartoon hero quips. Oh dear. The old diary. So this is referencing an actual stream where Calliope Mori read her old diary out loud for all to hear. And as somebody who grew up without many friends, I get a lot of it. I don't get the part where she had the council of anime and Luffy was head of the council. Or was it her best friend? Best friend Luffy. Anyway, I skimmed over that stream. I need to go watch it in full someday. But do we need 50 HP? Yes, Luffy like One Piece. Oh god, the ISP demons are mad at me about that one. A little bit extra could be nice. I'm okay with losing that. Got the characters totally wrong. For some reason you're supposed to sympathize with the demons. What? Okay. Let's keep talking about DMC to a minute because I know nothing about it and I'd like to stay spoiler free until I play it. I will definitely not check out the anime because I don't know anything about it. But sad to hear it's not exactly faithful to the original material. But yeah, I don't know anything about the characters except Dante, Virgil, and how overpowered they are in UMVC3. Okay, what's this? An axolotl! 25% discount to shop items. Ooh. We could do this one and done if we keep that on us. Okay, there's the boss. where could we go? That's a good start. Like so long. Cute little things. Man. Anna! Welcome on in, everybody, to this semi-test stream. I didn't expect to be raided today, but welcome on in. Welcome on in. If you're raiding and leaving, raiding and jumping, I understand it is late. This isn't our usual time, and we've just come back from a short streaming hiatus. Hang on, let me go ahead and mod you so I don't miss you again, Anna. Let's see. There you go. Well, yeah, welcome on in, strangers. If you're gonna experience a couple of internet hookups every now and again. So you came back today, wanted to pop in and give you a raid. Thank you very much, Anna. Everybody, this is Anna Delna, who famously enjoys playing Isaac, a bunch of Trails games, story-based games, and of course, friend of Glitch Phantom and this channel. Welcome on in, everybody. If you do got a raid and run, I understand it is late, but we appreciate you being here. Favorite vampirism, Franky. Also, okay, this is gonna... I'm gonna actually hide the game real quick, because this has a bunch of flashing lights and y'all just got here, so give me a second. Okay. Death Sensei says, "Oh, this is electric transfer power. You should be able to get to new areas with this. Let's see what will happen there then." There we go. Okay, flashing's done. Yeah, I do have to warn y'all. There is a little bit of flashing in this game. I think I can avoid most of it, but the big reason it flashes is for story events and hitting enemies with shock and freeze at the same time, or fire and freeze, etc., etc. So now we can zap. We gain the power of electrical currents. Yeah, I should have put something in the description. I didn't think it was going to come up, but I'll go ahead and do that in a second. I'll do that for the VOD afterwards. I want to get through this. Agent or Sting. I don't know. This is Takanashi Kiara, yeah. Chimera. And this is a Myriad Death, a game starring Calliope Mori, based off of a game called Raspberry Jam. Same devs too. They basically took the existing gameplay and redid all the art assets to be Calliope Mori oriented. So like the character, the power-ups, etc. It's all Calliope coded. And there's a bunch of Hololive songs littered between. Ah, hell. But yeah, the devs originally made a lot of cutesy games, hence the cutesy... Oh god, okay, I need to deal with this right now. Yes, this is very Gungeon-like, actually. Okay, this is all kinds of bad. Okay. I narrowly didn't survive that. Ooh, what is this? It's a pepper gun, if I recall correctly. 10, 25, I'm good. It's a stunner. They're unwieldy though. I was disappointed, like, when I grabbed the scythe in... Not another one. When I grabbed the great sack! Excuse me, I was interrupted by my own demise. Here are, even if practical, they are cool, yes. I wish I could hold a scythe at least once. I'd have to go to Home Depot to get one though. Or somewhere. Twyla told me that there's no good scythes out there anymore. What the fuck? I was dead though! My weapon is back to a sickle! Oh, I feel all the souls and money I gathered are also gone partially. Looks like you're reset. without losing the access of time, and you cannot control it on your own. The ability is triggered when you're losing your life, like a phoenix. A phoenix? She doesn't remember this either. This is not supposed to happen since our ability is reaping souls. Want to get into cosplay weapon making, but it takes a lot of stuff to do. Yeah. Sickle on a chain, those are cool too. Yeah, commas. Chained commas. Yeah, that's Tutu. That's Callie's actual cat. They put her in the game. Okay, so far so good. And should we complete some of these sets, we can actually get even more stuff. So we always got to be on the lookout for rare stuff to pick up. Can you pet the cat? Sadly, no. But Tutu gets to learn the ways of the Reaper firsthand. There's another cat in the game too, but we'll get to him later. Yeah, I know. 0 out of 10 game, can't pet the cat. See, where's that review, IGN? You have a scythe? Rad. Absolutely rad. Well, you got plenty of material to look up. I'd recommend what's the name of that? There's a fire lady in Warhammer 2 who has a scythe as a optional weapon. I have a rough idea what I want my scythe to look like, but it's hard to design it. Yeah. I can only imagine, like, thinking about cast molding like that or carving some sort of plastic. I don't know. Okay. Got enough to... Okay, how many souls? Ooh. I wish I had put more to that, but... Actually use Kusarigama correctly. You're meant to throw them. Yeesh. You have them both mid and long range weapon. Okay then. Make sure to include your armory when you finally debut. Okay. So confinement cell. Let's see. Can manipulate energy, so I use the correct weapons. My favorite being a scythe. Ah. Gotta love Electro Swing. Don't deny. On a road. Ah, good shit. Deadbeats? Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to change the music for right now. Yo, really gotta read up on some osteomancers. Well, I never knew the term existed until you told me, honestly. I'm literally all bone. I mean, there are necromancers who use necromantic energy to keep themselves healthy looking, but using all bone to replace skin? I don't know if I believe that bit, partner. Osteomancer can manipulate their bodies to be soft as silk or hard as titanium. So does that mean you're ice cold like yours truly? Despite being technically alive, quote unquote. Yeah, that does give you skinwalker properties there, Tony. Yeah, I don't understand it that much, but I just know it's bone magic. And I didn't know that you could actually change the texture of it. Not really alive, but not exactly dead. Sounds like a lot of things these days. Ooh, an axe. Dangerous. Oh god, the pineapple. See, this is actual lore I don't know. The pineapple is relatively new. Calliope's been enjoying a GTA RP recently, and I have no idea what the pineapple is, other than that it's a bandit of some kind. All I know is that you gave Ricky his new bones and have your own skeleton servants. Not necessarily. Yes, Tony Dahlia is my artist, but these bones are technically my own. Albeit with a different skull. Okay, I'm forced to use a pew pew this time, and the stream is dying. Dear God. Hang on. Internet demons on a guy. Please. ISP-kun? Work with me here. Wow. Oh boy, that was weird. Yeah. Weird. Okay. You were watching me type? Well, that's interesting. Because on my end, it said it was not receiving enough data. Interesting. Alright, I hope this VOD survives because I'm going to need to monitor all this. It was fine when I was doing testing, but that usually never works out. Oh god. Let's hold on to the ammo as much as I can.
Oh.
It could also be just YouTube suffering.
Oh.
Oh, it's so slow. Deals a shit ton of damage though. Alright, pal. You didn't need to shoot me the second I walked in. Okay. Alright, land in the shop first thing. That's a sword. Ooh, we got ourselves a Winchester. Yep. There goes the internet again. And we're back. Ish. Ricky's recycle any bone matter, only claim that anything that's not mine. So for Ricky's case, I basically just sculpted some of his existing bones and added a twist to make him look like the dapper bones that he is. That's a fair assessment. Yeah. Very different from the rest of the skeletons around here who just look like your average casket jockeys. That's more my style. Let's see. As opposed to a saber? Freeze 10, attack 4, and then that goes faster. I don't need an extra potion. I don't need bananas. I will take the saber though. I don't like the axe. Alright. Moving on up. Oh god. Oh, by the way, I remembered what that song I sang last time was referencing. It's from the Garfield movie. The Tale of Two Kitties. It's kind of embarrassing now that I think about it. Bill Murray is the only reason to watch those movies, by the way. Other than that, it's a kid's movie. I do not recommend it as necessary in your life.
Oh.
The movie, though? I don't know, man. Like, Garfield himself, yes. Some don't like him. Some, like me, have entire collections of all of his comics, but that's beside the point. The Garfield movies are hit and miss.
Oh.
The second one, I think it was kind of better. Yeah.
This song makes no sense.
Nerd among nerds. Not the king of them, but definitely up there. Okay, that's the boss. I collected those a long time. I also have Foxtrots, some Farside books, some Zitz books. Yes, that's an actual series. I used to have a library of a lot of odd stuff. Is this what I think it is? Okay, that's an optional boss. We're not going for that just yet. But yeah. What is the realistic zits? You got zits. I do not. I left that a long time ago along with my flesh. I'm trying to think if there's like any obscure comics I've got. I mean, aside from my dad's like old Archie comics or my Archie Digest comics. Oh, those are guns. Those are guns. Those are guns. Shouldn't bring anything but a gun to a gunfight. There we go. Okay. What did I just say? And what am I doing right now? Making mistakes I don't need to. And shooting a gun with controller. That's the harder bit. How effective are guns in Gehenna? If they're Full Metal Jacket, very. The classic rule of bashing equals great damage against skeletons thrives down here. And I do have a gun. I have probably the only gun on the Isle of Gehenna. It is only to be used when necessary. Alright, we'll take a health up increase because we felt pretty squishy last time. That I know of, true. Yeah, there can be contraband at sometimes. We've yet to see a... Yeah. Well, again, you have properties you can change, Tony. Contraband, aka me. That's true, yeah. We discussed this. You are possibly contraband.
Oh.
When it's necessary. When somebody needs to be dusted intentionally or just put in his place. It's basically a way to say, hey, don't make me send you back to the start. Is there any real consequence behind it? Not really. But further infractions means the Council of Death gets involved. When my short arm of the law doesn't work, that's when they come in. Hey, welcome on in, Magolor. Did you give an example? Let's see. Well, there is an example that we haven't fleshed out yet. Tony and I were working on an example as a lore video, but it never ended up happening, and I still want to work on it. But Tony got busy and I got busy, so yeah. It's one of the few recorded crimes in Gehenna's history, and it's yet to be illustrated. What's this? Hey. One, Dank, I don't have a credit card. And two, how did you order a RPG-7 on a credit card? There's one frame of it if you want to show it. There's one frame, yeah. I think I did show it. Remember back when I debuted these new bones? One, not anymore. Two, I have my ways. I have my connections. Michael needs to be put in his place and dusted. My jurisdiction is not the living, only the dead. And not other dead VTubers, dead people of Gehenna. I have a very limited jurisdiction, and nobody else knows their existence. Speaking of RPGs, hey, a rocket launcher. Thanks, Dank. I don't even know if this is good. Hold on. Yes, it's good. It's a rocket launcher. Honestly, don't remember. I shall repeat. If you were going to confiscate any of my weapons, would you basically be... Yes. Yes. There would possibly be the use of an anti-magic anklet. And aside from that, don't think I would need to arrest you per se. See, I told you that come in handy. Alright, alright. It gets to stay in the armory for now, but no using it against the populace. If I get in trouble and I get kicked out of Hotel Calaveras, you're coming with me. Please don't confiscate all 1,974 weapons that I have. What 1,974 weapons? Moving on. Let's go fight the boss. What about me? Can I use it against the populace? I don't think you can hold it, if I'm being honest, Ryan.
Oh.
You are a ghost, and I've never heard of an incorporeal rocket launcher. Sephi's Masamura? No. Hey, it's a Maul Katana at best, so, you know, probably. Yep. Hey, he's gonna run out of ammo, and that's when we go in for the kill. Ooh, freeze. Big freeze. Can we get another? Okay, no. Back to the rocket launcher. Ow. Yeah, which is why you're not gonna get it past Death's customs. I'm not gonna be the one to stop you. They are. By a couple inches, Tony. You are taller by a couple inches. Victory Screech. Halberd? I mean, halberds are the best weapon out there. Ribby Rose Crescent Scythe. Yeah, I won't confiscate that just because it's that cool. Yolnir. That's not how Crescent Rose works. It's a sniper scythe, and anybody could probably use it. In my head canon, it does. Alright, alright. Yeah. Enjoy your gloating while you can. Anyway. What is it? No weapons. 700... Okay, I'm counting it now. 700 swords, 500 bows, 400 shields, 70 grenades, 20 turrets, a guitar, a shark, an owl, and a weird pet alien thing. Okay, so it's more like 940... 1, 2, 3, 4... 925 weapons. I don't think I count those last 4. Okay, but why am I imagining all of us in a fighting game? Because I play fighting games and you play fighting games, and everybody loves to imagine themselves in it. Which is why Street Fighter 6 works so well. Because you can. And I am. And I'm totally in there, and I totally defeated JP all by myself, yep. Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, unless you count, like, all the time I spent in Street Fighter and Killer Instinct as a kid, yeah, probably. Oh, and there are mob people say I cut Kaboom people to the hotel. What? What? First off, what? Okay, well, Tony already answered this. Bone marrow is basically blood, but second, sir, hand that recently reddened scythe over right now. You don't terrorize the folks of Gehenna. I did have a moveset put into, yeah, thought up by Beheaded here. That's true. It wouldn't work in Idle Showdown because Idle Showdown is just QCF, QCB, and down as special inputs, but it was definitely a cool idea. Maybe more like Guilty Gear, which, speaking of fighting games, let me do a quick tangent here while we're looking. I'm afraid to tell you that I have played a lot of Tekken 7 off stream for reasons I will get into someday. You're not the boss of me, Hector from Oi! I appreciate the comparison, but open your eye sockets, friendo. I ain't Hector. Beam. Ooh, it's a healing beam. Okay, I'll take it. Ooh, interesting. Hold on. It count multiplied by attack. Oh my god. Okay, these are attack streaks. So I don't know if you noticed, but there's an attack streak, a hit streak, and so the more aggro we do, the better these weapons do. Gun melee weapons are a terrible. Them's fighting words, Beheaded. I mean, I get it. There's definitely a lot to be said for concussive force probably taking off your hand if you use shotgun gauntlets, but still. The DC was 30, Dank. Nah, you're fine for now. This is a wonderful little fantasy world we live in, so there's no real consequences. You have disadvantage here. Alright, let's say Dank does roll with disadvantage. I have got 2 D20 here, I can roll for him. Let me do a nerd moment here, but yes. Tekken 7 has been done. Tekken 7 has been played quite a bit off stream. So far I've learned something of Steve and successfully done an arcade run as Akuma, which is a surprise to no one. Playing Akuma in Tekken 7 is like playing a heavy commitment version of Akuma where you get punished by everything. Alright. Dank rolls with disadvantage. I'm gonna say +3 charisma. Rapiers are awesome, yes. I wish I had actually fallen in love with dex weapons, but I'm too addicted to heavy swords. On disadvantage, Dank rolls a 4 and a 10. Oh, wow. Sorry, buddy. You lose this time. 3 fighter series as a whole in a week. Oof. Don't tell me. I feel like one of them wasn't. So XDM, what happens? Sadly, your attempt fails and Ricky does confiscate Ruby, but only for the duration of the... Does confiscate Crescent Rose, but only for the duration of the stream. Once you leave Hotel Calaveras, it will be returned to you safe and sound. So, it's 3 fighters. Let me hazard a guess here based on how the FGC community is going. It was Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8. What would the third one be? You don't seem like a Dragon Ball Fighter's guide, so maybe King of Fighters? It was good seeing you again, Detective. Hope you have a wonderful day and we get to see more streams. Me too, Anna. It's scuffed, but it seems like everything is smoothened out somewhat. At least I'm visible. Of course, he's got 20 different other weapons on him. Oh well. Oh, I should look up an instrumental for that. I put together the metal karaoke, by the way. And I got some bangers on there. I can't say what exactly will stay on there, but definitely stay hyped. Because it is a lot of stuff within my wheelhouse and within my range, surprisingly. Rock stuff is hard to find in my range. Want to take Dank's sword, roll for deception. Well, I guess I'm playing DM tonight while I'm trying to play a game. Alright, through chat, but it's Dank, and he's distracted, so normal roll. 5. God! Chat's luck is worse than mine for once. I wonder how a Morg D&D game would go. Probably down in flames, yeah. Yeah, I think a Morg D&D game would actually go hard. I don't know if I'd be able to keep Phantom in check or like entertained, but Franky I know would be totally down for that. Maybe Twyla. I did give you good luck, Ricky. Haha, I took everybody's. Oh my god, yeah, speaking of the middle finger in the worst time, at the worst time. Yeah, Tony casually failed a stealth roll to flip off a Dragonborn while his Dragon Lord was behind him. And the Dragon Lord stared Tony down for a good, what was it, like 10 seconds? Before they decided against using their poison breath to melt you. And you got shot in the knee for it too. Just as a way to show like, yes, this one, This one didn't do so well. Allow me to rectify their mistake. That's my headcanon Dragonborn voice, sorry. Very serpent-like. Yeah, it's definitely... Oh god, I should have healed. Yeah. It was either getting shot in the knee or getting melted. Considering the options, I think you took the better version. I should probably get more health potions at some point. Animatic of a more D&D session. Well, maybe. Honestly, I feel like now that I'm much older, now that I've DM'd a couple sessions in the past, maybe I should. Like, throw together a silly lighthearted one-shot, maybe not fantasy-based. Maybe... I can't expect them... Could I? Okay, so... Spitballing here. Spitballing real quick. I see maybe a gun session. That's a real thing. It's a Western one-shot kind of deal. Look, when you play the bard that lives to insult anything that so much as breathes, what do you expect? Yeah, playing irreverent characters is hard. MK, Tekken, and Injustice. Damn, okay. You know what? I understand MK1 because they ended support early. Injustice, I can also understand because it's basically MK, but a little bit more boring. And Tekken you've mentioned before, and that I understand as well. That game got hit spongy as hell. It's like, yeah, that's true. Dang, that does nothing against me. I may have a spectral stomach, but spectral anything else is non-existent. Yeah. Everyone is a zoner. I've heard that. I've heard that about Injustice. I actually have Injustice 2. It runs like garbage, obviously, and I can never stream it, but I bought it purely because the Ninja Turtles are in it. Ah, I need to be able to hack to get that. Tongues and pelvis. Okay, that does suck. Now I'm stuck to this chair. Thanks. As if I wasn't already stuck to this chair. Well, so far this stream seems like it's holding together okay. There's been a lot of hiccups, but at least it's workable. I guess we're stuck at 9 PM again, folks. Where does Ricky go when he's not streaming? Well, usually I go working on cases. I'm not gonna deal with that dagger. I work on cases, which are usually insignificant. Okay, that's our heal beam. Remember, crimes in Gehenna are not crimes like crimes up top. Essentially, crimes in Gehenna are usually solved by arbitration, hearing out both parties, or just dealing with minor complaints here and there. You know, like, so-and-so stole my rib cage, so-and-so stole my tibia, so-and-so stole my comic book, etc. It's very insignificant crimes these skeletons do. In reality, most of my time is spent on working on projects. Cases sometimes take me outside, aka chores. Huge W. Sorry, I had to let the beat drop. God, I love it. It's not my favorite song, but it's definitely up there. Hey, I needed those parts. I knew it! But speaking of detective work, I actually did watch a... I've made it a small ritual to watch one Columbo episode per Sunday. It's actually been really fun. Oh, you headless bastard. There you are. Reminds me of how that brick and shovel blade hit Deadhead Ricky. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, interrogation is not, I wouldn't say interrogate, it's more like I listen to you talk about your type, dude. I just put 2 and 2 together and make, I was gonna say something really rude, but I'll refrain. Columbo is actually, Columbo is, in an essence, a big part of my psyche. His rule of always play the fool and never let them know what you're thinking is definitely something I live by. Say it. Your preference is fuckboys, my dude. There's no other way to put it. I wish I could say otherwise, but it's there, and it's really, it's not really uncommon among the internet. It's kind of, like, if you look at some of the agencies, the VTube agencies, it's actually their preference too, and it's like Ikemen is a kind of way to put it. Like, Batman is cool, but him figuring out everything in seconds gets old. Sherlock, while cool, does get stale himself, and he's eccentric and a drug addict, so potentially. Columbo, God, he's sick. Yes. Yes. Girly Dies would agree with you. That's another semi-skeletober. Yeah, also Ikemen, yes. Handsome lads. Handsome lads is the word to use there. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay to like Ikemen. You basically share the preferences of every other modern, every other male enjoyer on the internet, especially anime enjoyers. But that's true even to the point where agencies like those who are more thirst-based, they will hire people who sound like Ikemen over, like, say, yours truly, who sounds just like a dude. Ricky, you should let me handle interrogation cases for real. Yeah. No. First off, your pants are gonna fall down from holding those 2 hand cannons at your side. Second, oh, you don't know Ikemen? Ikemen is basically like handsome, boyish lad, like, you know, like skinny, tall features, you know, your average Japanese romantic interest. Not like the broad-shouldered folks. Not like the broad-chested folks, but like, yeah, kinda twinks, yeah. Kinda. I wouldn't say they're twinks. Oh, hold on, what's this? Ryuyado. 54.7. Yeah, I'm done with this halberd. I'm good. That's a freaking $1,000 splazer, probably. Okay. Thank you, Deadbeat. Oh, this is a sick one. Okay. I need some health boils. I am playing a bullhell now. One of your wood options? I thought you already showed me your cursed wood option several times through DMs. You mean to tell me you have another? Oh, because of spoilers, that's right. I stopped you from telling me about them. Oh, no. Knowing Tony, no, probably more like wood treasure and hold until death do they part. You gotta remember, Tony is asexual. Unless this is the special exception. That doesn't exist normally. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, crazy women is another menhera. That's the term in Japanese, I think. A lot of people on the internet like crazy. I wouldn't count myself as included because I have a better sense of danger than most people. You don't date crazy, folks. You don't date crazy. But yes. Yes, the internet is crazy. Glad you had, sorry you had to find out the hard way. Alright, what did you send me? And I'm done renovating the city of Gehenna for today. Alright, it's a pretty rad picture, not gonna lie. What do you mean find out the hard way? I'm joking mostly. Huge W. Oh god, my Texan is showing. Huge W. WWE. Listen, you can like your crazy women, or you can like your quirky women, or whatever kind of women you want. But for me, nothing beats a wow, Class C. Okay, no, Dank, you can't attack Tony for that. Everybody thinks Sephiroth is hot. Even the dudes know. Even the dudes know. Women want him, men want to be like him. Toasters, court's still out on them. But yeah, suits, women in suits, I will admit, it's a bit of a cultured taste. I gotta admire that. Is it my taste? That's not up for discussion, but still. It is interesting, because like, what's the word? Like, suits are not generally intended for the female body type. So I get the appeal. Oh god, that Johnny Matrigano. Man, I love a woman that'll actually just kill me. That's true, that's true. I guess you were kind of trying to be like Sephiroth, huh? The irreparable damage Helltaker did to me with the amount of tux-clad women make... Wow. You know what? You're not wrong. That game did have a formal style, didn't it, huh? Kind of forgot that. Personal favorite is Beelzebub. The enjoyable form, of course. Okay. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah. Okay, this sword feels very good. Big chest and the pink skirt, nice. Ranged weapon explosion size 20. Ooh, okay. I'll hold on to that. Sephiroth, you take that back. He is my favorite character in Kingdom Hearts and Smash. Got the Motley Crue hair? Ooh. I actually don't know what Motley Crue... I don't know what Motley Crue looks like. I've heard Kickstart My Heart so many times, but I've never seen a music video of theirs. Okay. I think we've explored everything there is here. Let me see. One unknown factor right up there. Hey, beep. Live your best life, Tony. Nobody can stop you in your pen. Weird Al cut, that I can respect. If you can rock the Weird Al cut, I respect it. It makes a gentleman look very, how do I put it? that haircut, if it's a straight L haircut, it's very flattering. Makes you look very elegant if you match it with the right stuff. All right, let's be weird here and play Ricky instead. Let's level up our ranged equipment. Okay, so last spot we need to check is over that way, so we'll go down one. Yes, we know, Tony. NSFW is an option. You'll never hear it from me, though. But it's to be expected. You've got a strong grasp. You've got a strong grasp of the human body. Case in point, yours truly. Ins and outs. See, that is the issue with me and NSFW stuff. And I'm, like I said, I'm squeamish about it. It's a genuine problem I deal with on the regs. And I can never find artists that are just wholesome or have an optional NSFW posting. I can never find anybody who can pass that small test.
Wait, really?
Wholesome and dank is a sentence I never thought I'd hear. Alright. Aw. Yeah, I should probably only use that to heal. I picked... Yeah. Jump! You can be. You know, that's true. I did make that claim. And since then, you have tried to refute it as much as possible. Okay, here comes the big... Good. Jump! For he does an April Fool's stream. You got... Okay, I need to focus up. I need to stop looking at chat. I hate the big purple beam and the big red monster. Oh! It's a meaty hit. Oh god. Ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna need to use a health kit. See, this is why you don't pick up the beam weapons, because they're useless. Wait, I just realized I could have healed off of him. Damn it. Okay, beam. Gonna get... Would you rather replace me? Not for anybody. Not for any skeleton in the world. You know. Like, I may be not okay with NSFW stuff, but I'm not gonna force my friends to be anything like that. If I did that, I would be a prude and a prick and just an all-around biased jerk. Oh, okay, let's see if this beam works.
Oh.
Reload. You are irreplaceable, my friend. Don't sell yourself short. Like, seriously, no. For real. Nobody wants to draw skeletons, Tony. Nobody. Nobody except you, CB Doodles, maybe Fabulich, but those are all content creators with their own shit. Nobody wants to draw skeletons. You are rarer than you think. Nobody likes drawing hands. Nobody likes drawing skeletons. Let's see. Sure, why not? Hey, I will take that over the pineapple. Undertale community will beg to differ. Okay, those are stylized skeletons. But the point is, nobody wants to draw anatomically correct skeletons or detailed skeletons. They just want to draw dead beats, they want to draw sands, they want to draw papyrus. Nobody will ever touch Einzelgone, that one skeleton from Skeleton 9 in Another World. Anybody. Nobody likes strong bones. You are a relative rarity, my friend. Trust me. Hell, for that matter, there were barely any skeleton assets out there, so, you know, if I had to give you a selling point, it would be skeleton stream VTuber assets. There were flesh hands for driving cars, holding guns, holding pregnancy tests for some reason. But there is nothing out there for skeletons. We are a starving community of content creators. Exactly. Only you could have done that detail. Not many people out there are willing to draw a ribcage. Seen a lot of good art for Skyrim Draugr, those kind of skeletons. If they got bones, if they got exposed calcium, that's probably them. Okay, what do you got for me, homeboy? I'm gonna need this if I want to survive the next room. And then souls up. Enemy bank. Alright, it's time to start rise and grinding. Alright. Last room, and then we're probably gonna die here. Technically, everyone is drawing a skeleton because humans have skeletons. That's very true. Skeletal anatomy is very important for understanding how to pose, as much as muscles. And this is why my favorite phrase is, there is a skeleton inside of all of us. And a skeleton can either be just a structure, or a worn-out ex-department store clerk who was worked to death everywhere he went. Homunculi. Give us more homunculi. Homunculi. Is that... Explain what that is again. I feel like I've heard that term before and I don't know what that is. Oh god in heaven. If it has a firearm, it's got high priority. Okay. Ooh, that's a heavy commitment item. Okay, the spear may have been a bad idea. Give me some healing. And for that matter, getting more range damage was a bad idea too. Ow. They could look like anything? Oh god, they are changelings then. Please be another ranged weapon. A golden axe, how useless. Basically a lab baby that looks human, but with contorted and distorted body parts. Oh. Oh. Like those test tube creatures from Resident Evil I've seen in Ben's playthrough. Yeah, that's body horror. That's a hard sell. Abba from... Abba? Really? She's a homunculus? Wow, I didn't know that. Interesting. Ooh, wait, hold on. It's a grind axe. Nice.
Oh. Oh.
It's got boosted soul drop rate and gold drop rate and attack. Oh, wow. This is a greed axe. Nice. Oh, but it's heavy. And my death. Well, perfect timing. Yeah. That hurts. Ugh, I'm back again. I feel like the stuff that I learned in the dungeon, it's a spelling error, the dungeon are still with me. Looks like you retain some part of the special abilities that you've got over there. This ability reminds me of Kiara. It's very Phoenix-ish, as I mentioned. Kiara. She is unaware of this name as well. I hope something can trigger her memory restoration. Well, you can get a new power from Researcher by giving the souls you gathered. The more souls gathered, the more power gained. Okay, I'll try then. Well, 10,000 lost frames, sadly. Ricky, just saying, if I could. Yeah. Well, look. You gotta look out for number one, which is you. So, don't worry. I'll be fine. You can save your money, man. And you are way too far from each other. Yeah, but it's also a Japanese company doing an indie Japanese company doing an English translation.
Okay, next.
No, number one is always you. Number two is a person you love. Number three, which should be also you, or it could be a significant other. And then number three is your friends. Always look out for number one. You are gonna get slammed with money if you keep talking like that. I'll take out a loan. What makes you think I won't do the same? I know you will. I'm asking you to always think about what your money can do for you first. And then if you can decide it's fun money, and you're not saving for anything down the line, I can't stop you now, can I? Yeah, being self-sacrificial is a good trait, but also a double-edged sword. Yes, being selfless is a Hold on. Let me douse this music a bit. Being selfless is not a good idea. It is a slippery slope down to self-depreciation, not looking out for yourself, and possibly contracting GERD in my case, because I was working way too hard, not thinking about what I was putting in me, and lo and behold, I got punished for it. So please, consider your well-being, folks. I know, me too, okay? I had Catholic humbleness etched into me. So, self-worth was 0. Anyway, all that being said, any amounts donated, I greatly appreciate. There is no refunds, and there is a Ko-Fi. But I always ask you, think about what your money could do for you in the long run and in the short term before you share it with others. This the outro? Yeah, we're gonna wrap up for the night. Nah, are you kidding me? Drawing something for me and Phantom always puts a smile on my face. And you know, in my line of work, putting a smile on faces is worth more than any gold in the world. So, all that being said, sorry about the sappy ending, but it's good to be semi-back. This is going to be our streaming slot for the foreseeable future. We're going to fight through this lag as best we can. Yeah, but take care of yourselves, folks. You're worth quite a lot to everybody around you. And, wait, how have I only been live for an hour and a half? It's 11 p.m. Did I drop? I did drop, that's right. That's right, I had to reset to fix some things. Okay, yeah. So I will be seeing you all Tuesday. I'm thinking... I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be either Dark Souls, depending on how my grinding goes tomorrow, or it's going to be... We're going to finally finish Shovel Knight, but we're going to try and fight through this, folks. This is the best I can ask for my internet at the moment. ISP services around my area are not great. I'm going to be real with you. And this is probably one of the better ones-ish. I've got... And right now, we're not in the monetary space to do a swap. Like, get a technician in here and drill into the walls and reinstall new internet. So... Got my eye on you, Mamer. Yeah. This is the best we're gonna get for now. 9 p.m. Central is our new streaming time yet again. Yippee. We're gonna have to hope that things smooth out from here. We're gonna have to hope that things play nice. And I appreciate y'all putting up with my usual nonsense of having to cancel, having to look out for things, etc., etc. You are working towards a a life-changing career. That's more important than donating gifted subs and a little bit of pocket change to yours truly or something. All right? Chase your dreams, Tony. If you're gonna do anything with that money, do like your skeleton. Put it into your own self. Invest in yourself. And I will end it here because I am going on for too long and starting to get on a soapbox here. I should get off. All right. Tentative schedule for next week. And I'm gonna just put up reservations. I'll put up a schedule. What the hell? Why not? Tuesday. Dark Souls Remastered. Because I love that game. I'm sorry. We'll go back to Dark Souls Sundays next week. Shovel Knight on Thursday. Then Sunday again, Dark Souls. I want to play Dark Souls. I've missed the game. I've not been able to play the game for a month. Live with it. We'll go play Ridge Racer and if other people okay, I will try to cover for you as best I can, but if I get dusted in the process, there's no stopping them. So yeah, Tuesday I will be actually let me see. Yes, Tuesday, Dark Souls. Thursday, Shovel Knight finale. Next week, up in the air, but definitely Dark Souls Sundays. And I will put out a schedule tomorrow. And I'm gonna tell you right now, past May 31st, I'm probably not going to be streaming as much for reasons I will get into as soon as I've given it the go-ahead. But there's going to be something exciting coming up at the end of the month, and as soon as I can tell you, I will spread all the details around the usual socials. But until then, memento vivere, memento mori, and enjoy writing your life story. And we will be back to Myriad Death sometime soon, because I want to finish this game on stream. If the VOD doesn't get bonked to hell by copyright. We'll see what happens. But until next time, thank you for putting up with me as I tried to troubleshoot as much as I could on stream, and have a good night.